Hey there, YouTube. Today I'm reacting to the new Cider Spider video. I'm a little bit behind, but it's about Valentine's Day. Those eyebrows are on fleek, and I'm about to learn the meaning of love. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe on any video that you watch. Any video you watch. Let's get into it.
'Tis the season for frozen pizzas and the crushing despair of misery and loneliness. That's right, it's time for Valentine's Day.
I've had a wife for quite a long time. I've never actually been single in the dating scene. So I have a Valentine's partner every time.
But don't let it get you down, loser, because afterward comes 50% off chocolate, and that's just the thing
I do love that.
void in your soul. So fire up FF14 and let's go search for catgirl waifus in the new Valentine's Day event. Hi, I'm Cider Spider, and today we'll be checking out the latest seasonal fun in Final Fantasy XIV. Woohoo! Our favorite Valentine friends are back for another year of love and happiness. But wait a minute, something's going wrong. Miss Mittens here is in charge of hosting this whole shebang, but her assistant Astrid wants to take over so that
The whole time I was playing the event, all I could think of was how chubby the cheeks were. It's like big old round cheeks, right?
Mittens can focus on spending time with her broke chump BF. See, the entire origin of this event was the original Countess Arabelle de Valentine stepping away from tradition to pursue true love, which somehow snowballed into the celebration we have today, centered around the concept of deadass exposing your crush on May No Cap 100. And since
Oh no. You're sharing how you swiped on your phone on Maine. Oh god.
Since Betty Crocker here has a fling, it's the perfect chance for Astrid to rise up and take charge over the party. That all seems pretty straightforward, but you'd best believe that somehow it's going to become our problem.
Of course.
So Mittens agrees to go spend some quality time with her plebeian boy toy, and guess who gets to help Astrid in the meantime? Some dweeb named Emily. And guess who gets to help her? Yeah, that'd be you.
It's
you
us.
Gullible bobblehead of light. Now we get to have
Okay, are we gullible or are we just like really easy to take advantage of? You know? Because there was that whole thing with the near raids where they talk to us to our face like they'll do anything. I feel like at this point we're just like, fuck it, man. They all want shit from me. I don't care enough.
some holiday fun. And even though this big spectacle comes around the same day every single year in the same place, somehow the event needs help with advertising in the small town of Gridania. There's gotta be a better way to pad these events than just making us run around and promote them literally every single time, but if there is, no one's thought of it, so get ready for
Did the Christmas one bother anyone else when they told us to go collect children? I feel like the phrasing in that quest was very sus. They were telling us to go collect children for the Christmas event.
You're regularly scheduled walking around and talking to people. But this time there's a twist. You've got dummy stupid Emily to accompany you. So now you can walk around and talk to people while you walk around and talk to people. Incredible stuff. So we join hands and start a love train to find our first victim, and oh boy.
Oh, I'm sorry, you don't collect children every year, so what you're saying is the Final Fantasy team decided to specially have us collect children.
Boy, there's optional dialogue.
I love
Emily
optional
likes
dialogue.
Valentine's Day very much. Okay, cool, very exciting.
I want
Then we
more of
invite
them.
local cat girl to the party and she agrees to come. Very awesome. So that's one of 3 solicitations, and if you think the remaining 2 are gonna be exactly like the first one, you're goddamn right. We wander down the road and find our next exciting optional conversation. Expensive chocolate and pretty flowers are great Valentine gifts. Yeah, okay, fascinating. So we find person number 2, whom we then recruit, but he calls Emily handsome, and that simply does not provide her vessel with flotational buoyancy. But we still have a 3rd person on our advertisement
Her
quota,
vessel.
so too bad. Thus we
Vessel
take a jaunt
containing
on
the
over
dark
to wherever
power
the
of
heck
love.
and get our last special conversation. Emily's brother-in-law owns a junk shop. Wow, that's pretty tubular, Emily. Anyway, we talk to our final fellow who also gives Emily the wrong kind of compliment, so she's woebegone. Turns out Emily is tired of being dapper AF and would rather wear dresses so that people will call her cute again. But she doesn't want to let down what's-her-face and decides to just deal with it until the event is over. So now that we've spread word far and wide to, 3 entire people, this party is ready to start.
Didn't we only get 1 kid for the Christmas event? I feel like we always only get like 1 or 2 people.
We head back to Astrid, who isn't doing so well. She's upset because everyone keeps complimenting her dress. How terrible. But she'd rather be a dashing patrician of swaggerous gait, or something. So we tell these two dummies to swap looks, and thus the day is saved. The moral of the story is, it's really hard being a cute little rich girl that everyone compliments all the time. I mean,
I wasn't gonna say it.
Love yourself and dress how you want. Unless you want to wear the opposite event reward set because they're currently gender locked. LeMayo. How's that for irony?
I
Well, considering
can't believe
the
they did
current
that.
track record, it's safe to assume these outfits will be unlocked in the future. Probably as soon as they hit the cash shop. Raffle. Anyway, nearby, Lisette is glad that the kid she left in charge didn't screw up the whole.
This guy looks like he's a vampire from like a discount Buffy episode. Like one of the Buffy episodes where they didn't really have a lot of budget and they're kind of just filling for time. Like, right? Look at him. He looks like he's shitty vampire number 3. We got one kid and the guy was harassing the kid in the reindeer. Any more than 3 people might riot. Yeah, exactly. We can't have a bigger gathering than 3 in a main city. Meanwhile, every 8th just completely surrounded by people.
Event, and her lover boy reminds her that he still hasn't met her parents, maybe or maybe not, foreshadowing next year's event. The end, idiot. Well, that's the base event quest anyway. It was somehow even more lackluster than usual. The entire conflict and resolution played out in like 2 minutes with 0 intrigue. I'm starting to think the interns are writing these things. Or the old job quest team. Oh god,
I like the maze though.
Interns. But wait, huh? There's more. Why? So now that the base quest is finished, we get...
I love his voice. But wait, there's more. He reminds me of the old time announcers. This Sunday.
Access to a bunch of bonus cutscenes from the party we were helping out with. You get up to 5 scenes with a bunch of characters no one remembers professing why they showed up to this love-themed party. First up is Mother Mune and Fufucha. Definitely Fufucha. The lovable lass Mune proclaims her love for tea and then takes the opportunity to shill for her tea house. What a doll. And Fufucha just likes leaves. Freaking weirdo. Next
Who
up
doesn't
is
like leaves?
Chipper Master Beaton. And that dumb kid that hangs out at the playground behind the
This man makes me uncomfortable. This man makes me uncomfortable.
woodshop. Beaton declares, and I quote, "The thrill of taking hard wood in hand, stroking it end to end, feeling every knot and grain against your fingertips. No words could do such euphoria justice." Classic Beaton. Good thing he's not in charge of the Meat Guild.
Oh,
There
no.
is the lovely Lisette in the lowly horse face. So Horsey Boy exclaims that Lisette is his first, his last, his everything. And she has milk arms. This embarrasses
Yeah, the Milky
Mittens,
Arms 2 was
'cause it's not
also
like she likes
wild.
it or something, baka. So she threatens to strip and they get kicked out. The end. Then there's Einor and Clemens. This part probably won't make much sense if you didn't read all the optional dialogue during A Realm Reborn. But I did. Einor's got a problem that only the hoariest of boulders can solve.
Chat has to inform me of how horny this person is, because all they were talking about was brotherly love in this weirdly sexual way, and it makes sense, I guess, when you're thinking of it as, hoary boulder, but come on.
Einor and the Boulder brothers used to all sleep in the same bed, making her almost an Einor sandwich, but now they've all gone separate ways, so she's been numbed. Clemens, on the other hand, loves studying. What a nerd. Lastly, there's Urianger and Puddingway. You can probably guess what it is Puddingway loves. That's right.
Best date
Putting
ever.
these nuts in your way? Nah, just kidding. It's pudding. And now that it's Urianger's turn to speak, he decides to tell us about his favorite
Got these
dish.
nuts.
Balls. Of meat. Meatballs. Made from cockatrice. Cockatrice meatballs. He has fond memories of eating his friend's cock meat.
Bro.
Well, actually, he's reminiscing on an old beloved friend whom he constantly rejected and avoided, but for some reason the writers can't move on from this character who was only around for a single patch and didn't even seem important at the time.
That's why it gets me. Freaking Moen, man. Moen is one of my triggers in this game. They killed her for no reason. She had no time to develop, and she had the potential to be such a cool character. Ugh.
Why can't Uriangi just get over it and donate all his money to e-girls like a normal person?
Exactly.
And now that we checked out all the intense lore, there's one last attraction to mess around with. For the duration of the event, you can take part in some sexy Moogle speed dating. That's right, the Valention instance is back. It's a two-person minigame wherein you tiptoe through the tulips while solving a couple
Oh, it
of
sounds
fun
like
little
Moon?
challenges,
Ooh.
and your grade at the end determines how compatible you are as lovers, Kupo. The first challenge is a simple maze, but with tethers. So if it's anything like Ultimate Rating, there won't be a single person in the entire game who knows how to do it correctly.
Me.
Just remember, if the leather daddy gets too far away from his tethered laddie, the love meter goes down. And we don't want that. So please don't.
My wife and I definitely didn't fail this. We definitely didn't.
Exactly.
You see, we are such a good couple because we're not too
Hold on.
greedy. We share the brain cell. We said romantic hedge maze for you. Watch the axes. Exactly. Ah,
No, boy.
I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Amanda, no. You didn't pay attention to me.
Towards you.
You didn't pay attention to me. We're very compatible, chat. We didn't fail it.
Don't suck. Or, suck better? Anyway, next up is a memory check, so if it's anything like Ultimate Rating, prepare to disband. You'd think there was a legend title for this crap considering how much everyone struggles with it. Anyway, this thing is obviously designed for couples, but if you go in solo, it'll matchmake you with another random player, so it's basically chat roulette with grades. Fortunately, there aren't any peen cams in this one, but instead you can expect about 90% of your matches to be bunny boys because for some reason they're all that exist anymore. Better hop to it, you singletons. This is your chance to meet your anime waifu. I mean, not really. Unless... Anyway, that's just about everything the event has to offer.
Will you be my anime
All in
waifu?
all, I'd say it's pretty good. The initial quest to get the rewards was underwhelming and kind of crap, but at least you can spam it quickly for alts. The rewards themselves are actually really nice.
They're
die
very
well
cute.
and come in multiple useful pieces,
They're very,
so they'll
very
definitely be
cute.
mainstays in the glam scene. Though it is worth noting that the dress clips really badly on tall people, and
Get
bunny
wrecked,
girls still
tall
can't
people.
wear the freaking hat. But all of those problems go away if you just play Alala instead. I appreciate
tried.
that these extra little cutscenes we keep getting manage to spotlight characters as obscure as Einar and Clements, just to remind us that they haven't completely dropped off the map. The instanced minigame is also a nice touch that gives us something fun to mess around with for a bit. All it's missing is some kind of leaderboard or maybe party favors as rewards or something. But altogether, this event's better than the last two, so color me satisfied. So yeah, that's pretty much the whole event. I'm gonna go back to getting wasted and eating frozen pizzas. One like equals one waifu. Okay, bye.
I mean, Amanda and I got really high together on Valentine's Day. But we weren't eating frozen pizzas, so I can tell you that. Oh, no, I didn't realize you were here. We were talking about pizza obsessively earlier. Well, that was the video. That was awesome. I always love Cider Spider's videos. I'm so glad that y'all introduced me to them. But yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe to the videos that you watch. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit that subscribe button. It makes me feel real happy inside. I'd also like to thank my Patreon members, Mira, Paul, Pansless Dragon, Seth, Roxanne Stewart, Eldon, Tanaka, Neo, Flash Fox, Kev Was Here, John Best, Roro Lai, Sven Fulger, and Rosla Streaming Network. And as always, have a lovely day.